Hello Libra, my name is Agatha and this is the tarot forecast for the month of May 2018. It's a very general reading. If you like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. For you this month, I'm going to use the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot. Okay, comes in a big box. Also, I'm going to use the Soul cards, number 2. And it's going to be a Celtic Cross reading, which is 10 cards, plus for each one of those cards I'll use one card from the Soul Cards deck, making it a total of 20 cards. I'll use this as clarification cards. And finally, as an advice card for Libra for the month of May 2018, I'll use one card from the Messenger Oracle, and we're going to start by that one, okay? Libra, let's start with the advice for you. What is the advice for you, Libra, for the month of May 2018? Advice for Libra, advice for the sign of Libra for the month of May 2018. Libra, 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 advice, advice, advice. This one. Okay, let's see. What is the advice? The card that you got was, need and necessity. Need and necessity. And I'm going to read from the guidebook. This is what? Number 28. This way you'll get all the information available. So, night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the whole. What you may see as harmful, another may believe to be good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. I'm going to repeat this. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for you, for your continued well-being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then do not. Okay, this is interesting. Do you really need to do something? Or is it really necessary? That's the question. That's the advice, and that's the question you should pose to yourself, Libra, throughout the month of May 2018. So, Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's see how the month of May 2018 will be for you, Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. The central theme, Eight of Swords, that which is yet not seen, the Ace of Cups, interesting. The basis, the root, the Nine of Wands, okay. The past influencing the present and the future, the Hanged Man, which is weird because I had a reading for Virgo just right now before this one, and the Hanged One appeared in the same position. It was a different deck, and there it's called the Hanged One, and it appeared also in the past, Virgo. This is that what you want, or that's that which is in your mind. You have the Four of Wands, your future. Okay, this is a mix. This is a mix of good and bad energies. It's weird. Now you, or the card which represents you, Two of Swords, the others, environment, how other people see you, Ten of Swords, wishes, hopes, dreams, and advice. The Ten of Wands, there's some sort of ending for you, Libra, in May 2018. And the outcome card is the Knight of Swords. Okay. So, now we're gonna go to the clarification cards. Clarification for for each one of those cards. For Libra, for the month of May 2018, clarification. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's see, Libra. So, as the central theme, Libra, you have the 8 of Swords, and this is the clarification card. So I'm going to look at these two cards. So the 8 of Swords, it's interesting that behind there's an ox, or there's a bull. Yeah, that's interesting. So you feel trapped somehow. There's like a feeling of being trapped during the month of May 2018, Libra. Now, why do you feel trapped? There's like fire. Behind you there's fire. Also there seems to be water of some kind. So you can jump into the water to escape the fire. And there's a path, and your feet, you can walk. Well, slowly, yeah, well, not exactly walk, but you can hop. You can hop out of the situation. It's not exactly easy to leave the situation. There's a path in front of you, but you do not see this path. You don't have your hands. They're not binded. I don't know if you can see it. The hands are not binded. The arms are. The legs are. But if the hands are not binded, you can escape. You can take the blinds off. You can get rid of those ropes, and you can get rid of those ropes on the legs, and you can walk right out of this. There's part of you which is not binded. There's part of you that can do something in order to leave this situation. But you feel trapped somehow. Even though you can do something, you feel trapped. Now, this would be the case, according to the advice card, where maybe there is a need for you to unbind yourself. Here it feels like I don't need to do anything. It's impossible for me to do anything. This is how the general feeling. This is how for the month of May 2018 seems to be, Libra. You seem to think there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. But yeah, there's something you can do, and it should be apparent to you. But somehow it's not. And this is the clarification card, which seems to be a very nice card. It kind of feels like a guardian angel, and it seems like a person stepping out from almost a parallel dimension. It seems like a person open up the veil and address and just speak to this person who seems to be trapped. And it seems like this person, as the clarification card, wants to speak to the guy in the card of the 8 of Swords, and wants to kind of slowly tell him that he can escape the situation. It's like maybe there's someone here trying to help you in a subtle way, and you might not be able to see it. Weird. You seem trapped, but there's someone who's trying to help you, but in a subtle way. It's trying to tell you, hey. It's trying to give you hints, like you're really not trapped. You're really not trapped. Like your hands are not trapped. You can leave, but it's trying to warn you, trying to tell you this in a nice way, in a nice, gentle way. Now, Libra, the next two cards are in the position of that is yet not seen, that which is yet not seen. You have the Ace of Cups. So there's like good feelings coming your way in May 2018, Libra. Good things are happening. Good things will be happening. Something that will fill your cup with love and joy and emotional happiness. It could be a new love for some of you, yes. Or you can be initiating something that will fill you with love. It could be even a sort of hobby. It could even be something to help you to help you unstress, because maybe you're very stressed mentally, and you might initiate something to help you not to be in that type of headspace anymore. And this could be a hobby, and this hobby is like the thing that gives you happiness, whatever it is. Could even be fishing. I don't know. I just thought of that, fishing. Or it could be, like I said, a new love for those who are alone. It could be a new love. Or the Ace of Cups, I usually, traditionally to me, connect this card with the birth of a child. For some of you, there could be the birth of a child. Maybe that's why you're feeling trapped. Maybe that's why some of you I kind of feeling trapped. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a kid. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And now what? Maybe that's the reason. Others, it could be some sort of spiritual gift, something that, like a connection to spirituality. In that connection to spirituality, Libra, is the thing that helps you get out of this mind space, of this negative mind space. Now, this could be also a gift. There could be a gift coming your way. This is a clarification card, and it seems like a figure that's like, it seems happy, this figure, to me right now. It seems to be like a woman smiling. Her eyes are closed. She holds her head up in the air, like her hands. It's like she's happy because it could be, for some of you, you have a gift, you received a gift that's amazing, and you're so happy that you received this gift. And because you received this gift, it kind of helps you be unstuck or get out of this bad situation if you indeed are a victim. Or this could be some sort of how do you say emotional epiphany. It's like you have an understanding of something that serves you as a way out of your negative state of mind. Others, it could be you discover that you're going to have a kid and you're really happy with that. Doesn't matter if you're the man or the woman. Whatever this thing, or a new love, okay, it could be also a new love that kind of uplifts you. Whatever it is that happens during May 2018, it's going to be helpful, and it's going to kind of lift you up, lift your spirits. It's going to put you in a very good mood. Then, as the basis, as the root, the causes, the cards that came out for you were the Nine of Wands, and it feels like you're defending yourself from something. In here you can see a woman, and she's seems to be inside of a circle made of wands. She's there. She has put herself there in order to protect herself. While in the general theme, we also see that this person seems to be in the middle of, it's not a circle, but he's standing in the middle of swords. So there's like a theme here of trying to protect yourself, like being in a situation. I'm thinking, were you put in this bad situation, or did you put yourself in this bad situation in order to protect yourself, Libra? That's the question that I'm asking. It's like you feel like a victim, but it's like you're victimizing yourself. Maybe some of you are victimizing yourselves, and this is a prison of your own making. And again, this is the clarification card. And again, there's like this energy of a guardian angel, a spirit guide, something like someone seems to be watching what you're going through and is trying to convey to you a sense of calm, a sense of calmness. Or it could be that by protecting yourself, you're trying to calm yourself. By thinking that everyone is out to get you, out to attack you, Libra, you're not calming yourself, but it's like a way of protecting your so-called inner serenity. But I don't think you have inner serenity. You want to have it, and you feel that the only way to have it is by defending yourself in a very aggressive sort of way. But you don't have it. You don't have this calmness, this Buddha-like mind, I would say. You want it, but you don't have it. But at some point in May 2018, you might have something similar to it, this inner calmness, Libra. Then the cards in the position of the past influencing the present and the future. The cards that came out for you were the Hanged Man, and this guy is absolutely trapped. It's impossible. You look at this guy, there's no way that he can exit this. There's no way that he can liberate himself from this. There's no way. While the Eight of Swords, there's many ways that he can leave. And also the Nine of Wands. This woman can leave. She put herself in the middle of this circle made of wands, but she can leave. She can absolutely leave. However, the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man, you look at this, it's impossible. There's no way he can leave this position. He's not hanged, okay? He's absolutely trapped. He or she, this person, is trapped in more ways than one. There's no way this person can leave. So within the last 3 months, there might have been some sort of situation that you could not exit. Now, this could be a personal situation, some sort of relationship, and you were stuck in this relationship, a love relationship, a marriage, a partnership, a romantic partnership. Could be a business type of partnership, your job, and you're stuck in there. Now, this could also deal with illness. Maybe you're ill. Maybe you had some sort of illness that really left you in a way that you had to handle it, you had to deal with it. But it's just kind of, it's impossible. It was impossible to, get well soon, very fast. You had to deal with the situation, with this health issue while it presented itself in your life. And you had to maybe take a break, maybe you had to pause, maybe you couldn't work or something like that. But you couldn't just exit. Okay? You had to endure it. And this is a clarification card. Okay, this is going to sound strange, but I'm going to say it anyway. It feels like during this time of pause, it could be for some of you a time of pause, a time of not advancing. It could be, again, like I said, an illness of some kind where you were forced to stop. It was during that time some sort of gift was given to you, and I'm talking about a gift of contemplation. It's like because you were forced to stop, you probably were forced to contemplate certain things about your life or even about yourself, things that you didn't want to face. But while doing that, something good arose, something good was born. It's like what I'm getting is the gift of contemplation because you were forced to stop. The gift of contemplation. Out of this bad situation, something good came out. Something good which I could only say that has some sort of spiritual root. It's something, a bad situation that gives you something which is good, but within yourself. This within the last 3 months. Now, that which is in your mind, Libra, or that which you want, and you have the Four of Wands with this clarification card. So maybe the thing that you feel it's like a bad situation for you, that makes you feel stuck. Maybe the thing that you keep thinking about has to do with your marriage, has to do with your romantic partnership. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in this marriage and there's no way you can come out, Libra. It could be, and for some of you it could be that. Also, this is the clarification card, and to me it feels like a person who's actually feels like a woman, and she's not very happy. It's like a quiet desperation concerning your marriage, concerning your romantic partnership. It could be that. So this feeling of being stuck, of being unable to move, of trying to defend yourself, might be concerning your marriage, Libra. Now, another way of reading these two cards together is that I'm not going to read this as that which you want. I'm going to read this as the thing which is in your mind. The Four of Wands also speaks of success. So there might be some sort of success, and this is the success that's kind of weighing on you. It's weighing you down. It's a success that brings a sensation of being stuck, being almost like a prisoner of your success. For some of you, it could even be that. Another way of reading these two cards together. The Four of Wands is the marriage card. It also speaks of a family reunion. So maybe this has to do not exactly with your marriage, but it could be with a situation connected with your family, and in which you feel stuck, in which you feel like a victim, in which you feel that you cannot advance. That's almost making you sick, Libra. Or there's some sort of party or a wedding coming up that really makes you sad. And maybe these two people getting married, they're happy, but you're not happy. I'm going to give you another example. For instance, let's say that your daughter is getting married. Now here it's the representation of two women, but it doesn't matter, okay, because this is a very general reading. Let's say your daughter is getting married with a guy. Doesn't matter. Could be with a woman. It's like your daughter or your son is getting married. For some reason, Libra, you don't like it. I don't know why you don't like it. You feel like this is bad. Maybe you don't like the partner of your daughter or son. Maybe you feel it's a very bad marriage, or it's going to transform itself in a very bad marriage, and it really fills you with unhappiness and quiet desperation. But there's nothing you can do, or you feel that there's nothing you can do. Now, I said marriage could be your son, daughter, but it could be some sort of family reunion. There might be, for instance, a baptize, a family reunion, a marriage within your family, not exactly your son or your daughter, and you are invited to this wedding or to this celebration of some kind, and you feel this quiet desperation. You feel this desperation. You feel this is a very bad thing. I don't know why, okay? But you're not in a good place. It's just another way of reading these two cards together is that maybe someone whom you liked very much is getting married, and you feel awful. I'm going to give you yet another example. Let's say that you fell in love with someone, but you are already married. But there's no way you can leave your current situation, your current marriage. The person with whom you were with, the person with whom you had an affair, just is tired of waiting, and he or she just goes off and finds a different person, finds a new person, and gets married. And that's happening. And this is why you're so sad. This is why you're really, really sad. So This could be read in many different ways. It depends from natal chart to natal chart, from person to person. Now the next two cards together are in the position of the near future. The near future could be within 2 weeks, so in the middle of May 2018. And in the middle of May 2018, Uranus transits to the sign of Taurus. So so be aware of that. Another thing that I've mentioned and I forgot, like I said before, the Ace of Cups to me represents the birth of a new child. Maybe the person who's getting married is getting married because there's a baby involved. Maybe your daughter is getting married because she's pregnant. Maybe your son is getting married because he got the girlfriend pregnant. So it's like a situation where it's impossible to get out, you know, and so that's why I'm thinking about a baby that which leads to a pregnancy, that which leads to marriage. But now it could be somebody else's marriage, yes, and the person has to do it. Your kid has to do it, your daughter, your son, or it could even be you. It could even be you. You feel that maybe you're stuck because you got pregnant and you need to marry. That's like the best decision to make. Or if you're a man, you feel that you're stuck in the situation because you got the girl pregnant and you need to marry. I'm saying this because it just feels, just looking at the cards, it feels like if there's a baby involved, it feels that there's no any other option to you. That's it, that marriage is the only option and there's no other option available for all sorts of reasons. Okay, so in the middle of May we have the Ace of Wands, and this is the clarification card, which is an egg and the birth of a new thing. The Ace of Wands is also the birth of a new thing. So it's maybe you get a little bit unstuck in the middle of May. Maybe you get a little bit unstuck in the middle of May. For others, it could be that someone gets married and maybe the baby is born in the middle of May. Or there's the message, because the Ace of Wands can also be a message. There's a message of a pregnancy. So maybe you knew that, for instance, your kid was pregnant, or your future daughter-in-law was pregnant, but only in the middle of May you publicly announced that you're going to be, for instance, a grandmother or grandfather, or you are the one who's pregnant and you already knew about it, or the person with whom you're gonna get married was already pregnant. There's some sort of something which is announced that is connected with a birth, a birth or a pregnancy. I'm thinking more like a pregnancy. For some of you, it could be that. For others, let's see. Like a message of something being born. A message of something being born. Like I said before, it could be a hobby. And in the middle of May, you are much more devoted to this hobby in order to get yourself unstuck from whatever is going on in your mind, because you seem to be in a very negative situation, in a very bad place mentally, Libra. But in the middle of May, you might start something new. This hobby, it's like a liberation, or it kind of serves like a new birth in your life. Could be a hobby, yes. Could be something else. Something is born into your life, Libra. Something is born into your life in the middle of May. Or you have a message of something new. Okay, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. I think Uranus is entering your 8th house, and this is really generally speaking. Uranus will be transiting your 8th house in Taurus. So yeah, this could even be a new passion. This could be a new passion. Maybe the woman or the man whom you loved gets married, and then in the middle of the month you just find someone new. It could be that. You have to be careful, okay? Because if Uranus is entering your 8th house, any type of fling or affair can produce a pregnancy. You have to be careful with that, okay? If you don't want that, be careful. But things seem to be nicer in the middle of the month, I would say. Then, Libra, the next 2 cards represent you, and you have the Two of Swords. And this is the clarification card. I always looked at this card and it always felt like the Hermit card from the tarot, you know. And it's, you are unaware of something. You are undecisive, I would say. That's how you feel during May 2018, Libra. There's like an undecisiveness. You don't know exactly what to do. This is maybe, that's why you feel stuck, because you don't know where to go. You move forward, you don't move forward. There's something. I just got another idea, another thought. Imagine that you had some sort of an affair with someone, and that person got tired of waiting for you and got married with somebody else, and this is why you feel so sad. And in the middle of the month, you have a message from this person, for instance, from her that she's pregnant, or from him saying that my new wife is pregnant. Okay, or not necessarily that this person is going to email you directly, but this person can post on social media, I got married in the beginning of the month and my wife is pregnant, I'm so happy, or I'm pregnant, I'm so happy. Okay, something like this. And you got the news that this person whom you loved is pregnant, or the new wife is pregnant, or something like that. So the two of Swords representing you, it's like you don't know where to go. Do you go one way? Do you go the other way? You don't know if you should advance or not advance, and you're trying to keep yourself balanced, but it's not easy. I would say this because of the symbol of yin and yang here on her shirt. It's like she's trying to keep herself balanced, but she doesn't know where to go. Plus, there's like part of the some information that you are unaware of, because the Two of Swords may speak of that as well. That's part of information that you don't know of. And again, also there's like some sort of necessity as well during May 2018, Libra, for you to stop and try to control yourself, try to temper yourself, and try to be, you need to calm yourself before you make some sort of decision. Also, behind you there's a wolf. You see behind her there's a wolf, okay? And this woman doesn't seem to be aware of the wolf, so you have to be careful. So you have to be aware of your surroundings, because there might be some sort of a blitz attack. Libra, gotta be aware of that. Maybe you are in such a mental situation for whatever is happening in your life that you're not even aware of the possibility of someone attacking you, because you're weak, because you feel weak, and because you don't know what to do. Okay, you have to be careful with that as well. What else? So the Hermit is usually speaks of, to me this is the Hermit. I mean, I look at this card and to me it's the Hermit. That's what I see. The Hermit usually speaks of spending time with yourself, quiet time with yourself, looking within, looking at the things that make you happy, looking at the things that have value and meaning to you. It's like you could use, for instance, a hobby that is meaningful to you, that gives you some sort of joy and quiet time to help you endure whatever it is that you need to endure during May 2018. So you can use this hobby and this necessity for you to stop and stay still, because you don't know all the information that you need to know before you make some sort of move. You can use this time to go within and ask yourself what truly are your needs, what truly do you need, even if you're stuck in a bad situation, even if you're stuck in a bad marriage or a bad job or whatever. What truly are my needs? Okay, go within and ask yourself what truly are your needs. What truly at this moment would satisfy me and make me happy? I'm thinking you're starting some sort of hobby that can kinda appease you, mentally speaking. Also, if you do that, be aware of your surroundings. There's some sort of blitz attack. Be aware of that. You know what? I know this is a wolf. I know it's a wolf. But I've been watching YouTube videos about coyotes. Coyotes. In Portuguese we say coyote, but it's coyotes. I'm sorry. It's not a wolf. Coyotes. Oh, this is bad. The way that I'm saying it is bad. I'm sorry. Oh my God, those things are much more scary than I thought they would be. I thought, oh, coyote, it's kind of like a fox. No, it's not. No, it's not. I know that I'm seeing wolf, but I'm thinking coyote. I'm thinking coyote. That's what I'm thinking. And the coyotes from the videos in YouTube that I'm seeing is that they're kind of like pests, right? And they are a bit playful, but they will attack you. They will nib at you. They attack from behind. They attack you when you're not seeing. They attack you in the chins or the feet. And you have to be very careful with that, because they can knock you down and they can just kill you and eat you. Oh my God. So they seem a certain way, but they eat your pets. They can seriously cause you harm, and they are persistent, you know, they are persistent. So I'm thinking, is there someone like that in your surroundings, always testing you, like looking for a way to knock you down and kind of defeat you? And you always have to be on your guard, Libra? Is there someone like that? Is this the way you feel? Is this the way you feel? And for others, it might not seem like a danger, but it's truly a danger. So, and the way that you, because you're a Libra, you want to keep harmony. What you do to deal with this is to try to center yourself and to be in harmony and use meditation and calm yourself. But, you know, be on your guard. I don't know, there's someone around you. I don't know what it is, but there's someone around you. Now, or at least that's how you feel. That's how you feel, Libra. The next two cards are in the position of people around you, your environment, or the way other people see you. So there's 10 of Swords. Again, the wolves. You see this? This is absolute betrayal. So there's someone around you whom you feel that is betraying you. It could be that. Or trying to betray you, trying to like stick the knives on your back. Or it's the other way around. It's a person around you who feels that you have done this to them. Now, this could be your spouse. This could be a very paranoid sort of person. This could even be someone with some sort of mental issues. Like a mental issue, and you don't know how to deal with this. Yeah. So, it could be someone who's feeling betrayed. I gave the example of maybe some of you had like an affair. Maybe this person, this card refers to, for instance, your spouse. And your spouse If that indeed was the case, I'm not saying it was, I'm just giving all possible examples. Maybe your spouse found out about the affair and you ended the affair, but your spouse feels like you absolutely betrayed him or her in a way that it's impossible to salvage the marriage. There's someone around you who's feeling absolutely betrayed, okay? Or there's someone around you who absolutely wants to betray you. You have to be careful, okay? And again, the wolves. The wolves. And I'm thinking coyote again. That's what I'm thinking. So this is the clarification card, and there's a, I don't know, this seems like to be a dog, and this dog is smelling weakness. That's what I'm saying. It's a dog who's chasing someone, and this seems to be like a woman, and she's hiding behind a tree. She's tired of running, and this dog is sniffing fear. There's someone sniffing fear and wants to end you. I'm sorry to say this. Wants to absolutely defeat you, and this could be in a relationship, love relationship, or a job situation. Or like I said, maybe your kid is marrying the wrong person and you absolutely know that he or she is marrying the wrong person, and your future son-in-law or your future daughter-in-law, you know you cannot trust this person, but there's nothing else you can do. You feel that you've done everything that you could do, and maybe there's like some sort of information that's not yet available that would end this marriage, the possibility of your son or daughter getting married to this person. But it's like you've done everything that you could do. There's nothing else you can do, and this person is dangerous. What else? So this could be also within your environment, someone who's defeated, someone who feels defeated. Now, this is not you. It's someone who feels defeated in your environment. Someone who feels hunted. Someone who was hunted down in your environment. Again, this could be mental issues. Okay, someone in your environment who feels paranoid, who feels hunted down all the time. I'm even thinking PTSD. And you don't know how to deal with the situation, you don't know how to help this person. Okay, another way of reading these two cards together, it could be, this is how people see you. They see you as ending a very difficult situation in your life, a part of your life which was very difficult, ended, or will be ending in May 2018. And I recall the cards before, which are the near future. You see a message of a brand new beginning. So people around you might be seeing you as someone who endured a lot, who suffered a lot, but something bad ended in your life. And it's kind of like finally you can rest. Again, I'm giving all possibilities because this depends from person to person. So finally, people are seeing you. When I say people, is friends, co-workers, colleagues, family, lovers, spouse, whomever, neighbors. They see you, Libra, as someone who's ended a very particular part of their life, something which was extremely difficult has ended, and finally you can rest. Finally, you can rest. Maybe you had a bad situation. Maybe you were in a bad marriage, for instance, and finally you got divorced, for instance. This person maybe continues to hound you, this ex-spouse, but at least you're out of that situation. For others it could be that. At least you're out and you can rest, finally. It's like this person is still on you, but you can rest. But there's like this difficulty in here, this difficulty. Now, and if that's the case, if there's like someone like stalking you and treating you bad and a narcissist type of person, I absolutely would advise that if you do have a hobby that you like to do, that you always done or you used to do in the past, and you're thinking about it, it's a good way. you should do that hobby because it's a way for you to heal, okay? And you should be concentrating on healing. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you might feel that, oh, spending money in this hobby, it's not something that I do need. It might be something that you truly do need. Okay? It's not something that you can go without. I would say that it's an absolute necessity for you if there is a hobby, because it will help you feel better with yourself and happier. Now, these two cards are in the position of fears, hopes, dreams, and advice. And it's the Ten of Wands. Again, it's another completion card. You hope that all of your burdens are ended. That's what you hope. And you hope that the brand new day opens up to you with a how do you say? A rainbow. You wanna look at color again. It feels like, I don't know if you're depressed or not. It feels like maybe for a while you've seen things in a very gray type of scale, and you're coming out of a bad situation, or you're coming out of depression, and it's like suddenly the colors seem brighter in your life. You look at the colors and they seem to be brighter. Yeah, it's like the reds are more red, the yellow is more yellow, the greens and the blues are like they have more color in it. Yeah, this you can read this as an advice. Just let go of the burdens. Stop doing so many things, especially if you like carrying the burden for other people, or if you're doing a lot of things at the same time because you feel that you must. Stop doing that. I would say that would be the advice. You're like burdening yourself with too much, and it's like stop and smell the roses, or stop and do the thing that you like to do, that you want to do. You know, there's like one thing that I've seen again on YouTube, but it's a kid thing. It's how do you say this? It's a thing that you stretch. It's and kids are kind of nuts about it. I don't know the name, and it feels like you should take the time and do that stretchy thing. How do you call that? There's a name. I know Americans like that a lot. Med something. It's a med. It's kind of like glue, but you can stretch it. You can stretch it. It's like you feel like doing that just to amuse you. It's like you feel like stop doing the work and do something that's fun, and it's a bit silly, and it's the type of thing that kids would do. Do that. Go do that. Even if it's like playing with the Legos or whatever, even if you're 70 years old, it doesn't matter. If you want to do something which seems a bit silly, you should do it. If you want to do something which seems like the type of play that a kid would do, you should do it, because it kind of gives you like, it brings color into your life, I would say, Libra. And then the outcome, the cards that came out for you were the Knight of Swords, and this is a clarification card, okay? Okay, the Knight of Swords also speaks of a possibility that there's some sort of conflict with someone. And could be a young person, yes, but it could be a young person more or less up to the age of 30, early 30s. Or it could be someone older than that, but kind of behaves like almost like a teenager, in a very impulsive sort of way, in a way that does not manage his words or her words. I'm thinking it's more like a guy, because it showed up as a knight. I'm thinking it's your ex-husband, for instance. It could be your kid also. It could be your son. It could be your future son-in-law also. But it's someone who will be aggressive with everyone. This person might have something in an air sign, Libra, like you, Aquarius or Gemini. Not necessarily, but could have something like that. And it's someone, when attacks, doesn't let go. I say this because he's mounting a bull, and when a bull No, it's not a bull. It's like a buffalo. It's a bull of some kind, and they when they attack, they can be, they're not the type that stop. So this person, when goes on the attack, it's like full out war. So there might be some sort of attack by this type of person: impulsive, highly critical, very aggressive, extremely hostile. Again, I'm thinking like evil narcissist of some kind. Could be an ex, could be could even be your son. I'm sorry to say this, but I would say maybe it's more like the future son-in-law or your current son-in-law. Someone who's very aggressive, someone who's really aggressive, and this is the clarification card. In this clarification card, so this person could have two faces, because I see one face here and another face here. This is a two-faced person, okay? There might be, this person might attack you. Again, I saw a few wolves, and I'm thinking coyote. It's like the coyotes kind of wait for the right time they keep trying until they get you. It's kind of like this. This guy's like waiting for the right time to get you and defeat you. And two-faced. That's what I'm thinking. Another way of reading this is that you are in a good place inside of yourself, meaning eventually you find harmony within yourself. Because I'm thinking that's like, this is harmony. And it's like you find a way to marry your inside with your outside, meaning you maybe through meditation, maybe through some sort of hobby, you find a way to build harmony and calmness and find within yourself. You find this, you go to a place of peace, of inner peace. And this person, who's not a nice person, sees that you're nicer, that you feel better, and it just wants to destroy it and disrupt it. So be aware of that. Be aware of that possibility. Yet another way of reading this is that you aggressively search for inner harmony. You aggressively try any type of thing to encounter inner harmony. Don't take pills, okay? Unless you absolutely have to, but don't seek medication to give you this harmony that you seek. It's not a good thing. It would be a bad thing, I would say. Okay? Try to find this inner harmony within yourself, using meditation, also using a hobby. There's something that you like, and that hobby will put you in a good place inside of yourself. It could be something like coloring books. Something that you like. Okay? And this is just for May. Okay? This is kind of weird, but this is for May. Hopefully things in June will be better. Okay, Libra? And that's it. This is the reading that I have for you. It's a very general reading. If you'd like your own personal consultation, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.